So welcome guys, and welcome back to Unbox Tech Banter Bros. And today we have a very, very special guest with us. Very special and talented. She goes by the name MamaOlive. Some of you know her as Tatiana Karanja, and some of you know her stats. She's here to tell us about all of them, and we're going to talk about content creation, we're going to talk about photography, we are going to talk about her whole life in general. So stay tuned guys, and welcome to our channel, Unbox Tech Banter Bros. Tatiana, welcome. Welcome to the show.
Thank you for having me.
How have you been? It's been a while.
I've been good. I'm exhausted, but I'm good.
You're good, yeah?
Good, yeah.
Nice. Thank you for having us. You have a really interesting home.
Thank you so much.
This tells you, I expected nothing less, by the way, from this. If anyone who knows Tatiana, I haven't seen you in a while, but we talk on the phone.
True.
And anytime I'm talking to Tatiana, you can always feel her energy. You can always feel her vibe. I've seen her after such a long time. I mean, it's
been a while.
It was last year.
When we made the video, actually, that's the last time we actually saw each other.
That's awesome, yeah.
When we made the video for
it was during COVID.
Yeah.
During COVID, that was during COVID times. But I talked to her on the phone, and this is what I expect. Like vibes, colors. It's so bubbly. I feel so warm. In fact. Okay, there's one joke I was making before I got here. If there was a mission, if there was like TI or whatever coming into our home and they see all these nice colors and everything, they'd easily retract back. Yeah. They just feel so warmed by everything, Yeah. But anyway, that's beside the point.
So funny.
So today, in fact, I'm talking too much. You're the star of the show today. We want to know all about you, or what's been happening this first quarter of 2022.
Yep.
And what you've been up to. But first, you start with a brief introduction. Tell our fans about you. Yeah.
So my name is Tatiana Karanja, also known as MamaOlive. Basically, I am a photographer. I'm a content creator, mother of 3. Just general, I'm just a lover of life. I love food, I love music, I love watching movies, I love traveling, learning about different cultures. I love life, yeah.
I can tell.
Yeah. When I'm not so tired, I generally love life,
Yeah. I hope you're going to catch all of these photos by the Mr. Photographer, yeah? I mean, videographer.
Yeah.
Yeah, because you'll see she has amazing pieces of her life all over the place. It's really wonderful.
The most important parts of my life are my kids, definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so now after that brief introduction, I want you to know just 3 brief things about you. First, you've told us who you are.
Yeah.
What's your favorite quote?
So there's one recently that Oprah that I heard about, that Oprah said, and I believe it's something along the lines of you get in life what you have the courage to ask for.
Get in life what you get the courage.
And I think that for me really rings true this year, especially because I've always been a people pleaser. I always let people walk on me, and I've always been scared to kind of voice what I want or what I feel like I'm worth.
Okay.
And I think this year, since I have started asking for what I want, I've been getting it.
Nice.
I think that quote really rings true, and it's like one of those affirmations of just keep doing that, and whatever.
I think I saw bits of that show. When she said you've got to get used to saying no.
Yeah.
Yes, get
exactly. Yeah.
I saw that,
There's some contracts I've had usually where people would offer me something, and then I'd be like, okay, it's a big company, let me just take it, exposure, blah blah blah. And this year I've been like, actually no, I won't accept that. If you want to work with me, XYZ, and then they come back being like, okay, actually, let's do that.
They respect you for that.
Yeah.
People respect you for that, because this is the thing I always tell people: if you don't have boundaries, people will know about this. This thing goes around, because Nairobi is very small, and people talk about this like, Tatiana, she's easy. You can,
just ask her, just give her this.
But no. Yeah, that's good. That's important. Yeah, nice. Third thing, something we don't know about you in 22 so far.
Something you don't know about me.
Yeah.
You know what? I'm such an open book. I feel like everything. I don't feel like there's some things that I.
Some things, there's something you have in private pool. Something of cooking that we don't.
But I don't want. There's something
There's
that I have cooking that I don't. That I don't. Actually, maybe by the time this comes out. So basically, you know how everybody drops merch. I've never felt that I'm the kind of person to drop merch. Like I don't feel like I have anything to
posh.
offer. Yeah, like posh, like Jay. Exactly like that.
Yeah.
Basically, I think everybody who follows me knows that video of Olive where she's like, I just made myself like that. Okay. There's a video where I'm like, Olive, how did you get so beautiful? She's like, I just got like that. Yeah. And it trended. Like it's on Alicia Keys' page right now.
I saw
it's on
that.
Oprah's page. Like that video.
Yeah.
I want to drop merch where like the tagline is, I just made myself like that. And I think because a lot of people who follow me know that video and know what I'm referring to. Yeah. So I do want to have like little kids onesies or like crop tees and a hoodie and a cap where it's just like, I just got like that. As a tagline. So that's something I just thought about the other day after being inspired by Murugi Muni and Lydia. Okay. Yeah, they have their podcast TMI and they've just dropped their merch. And I was like, this is such a good idea. Why not? And I'm always trying to think of things to do outside of, like if social media ends today, what do I have outside of my Instagram page, So I'm always trying to think of things that I can have to add on to that. Yeah. So this is just one small thing. And I think people would be interested in it because everyone's on my page to see Olive. Basically, it's like, it's not my page, it's Olive's page.
I wish she was even here. She's playing outside.
Yeah,
it was actually when you were coming in, I saw her wearing one of your wigs.
Yeah, it's her wig.
It's her wig.
It's her wig, yeah.
Okay, her wig. Nice.
Yeah.
So, let's dive right into the what brought me here. I wanted to know so much because I've known Tatiana for her content creation, but what people don't know, like okay, there's a huge fan base of yours that know you as MamaOlive. Yeah. Your influential work, just bits of your creativity there. Yeah. But I discovered recently that you're such an awesome photographer.
Thank
you.
You
are, and
Thank you.
I backdated and see you. Even you had shared your link with me just recently.
Yeah.
That's when I saw most of your professional work.
Yeah.
But now, going back to when you're going down your timeline on Instagram, I saw plenty of what do you call photos you've taken of animals, professional work, really professional. Like I'm telling you guys. Yeah. So I won't beat behind the bush. I want to know where did she go? Where's Tatiana the professional photographer? And pardon me for just ambushing like this, but I need to know because I feel like you're still not done with it. That part of you is seen in bits of your work, even in your social media work. I see it's not done using your body as a vessel, Yeah. So tell us, are we gonna see more of that?
I definitely. So basically, what happened is I came back from university in the Netherlands, having done photography.
Oh, you studied in the Netherlands?
Yeah, but I didn't finish. Okay. I just came back because I was just done being there. I was inspired when I was in Kenya, so I was just done. So I came back and I started photography professionally, and it was going great. And then I got pregnant with Olive. Oh, okay. And
you got pregnant here or in the
here.
Oh, okay.
And I got pregnant with Olive here, and I just think through that time it became, very evident that I wanted to spend a lot of my time at home with her. Like I had a really hard time detaching from her. Is that a word? Detaching. Yeah, I had a really hard time detaching from her, and I just had this panic and fear everywhere I went. And I think also during the time I got pregnant, I started MamaOlive, and it just started growing slowly. It wasn't anything to do with trying to become an influencer or anything like that. It just, I was pregnant, I was sharing my journey, and somehow people were interested in that. So that's when MamaOlive started. But I got pregnant.
And it's so, sorry for interrupting, but I understand why people caught on so quickly because most of your stuff is just there's so much passion and everything.
Thank you. I think I was just very honest, and people, especially at that time, within Kenya, there's certain ways you behave if you're pregnant, or you're supposed to think a certain way if you're a mom, and you're not supposed to say that you're having a hard time, or you're not supposed to say that parenting is hard, or you're all the stuff that comes with it. So I think it was just refreshing for some people at that time, and even for myself, just to be able to get things out there and just talk and have conversations with people. But that's photography. Now from there already, I mean, even though I was doing it, I started taking on a lot more jobs just for the sake of I need to make money. I have a child now.
Yeah, true.
More so
Bills have
whereas
to be paid, yeah.
yeah, and before it was more like I was doing stuff that I loved. So at that time there was like a lot of office shoots and family shoots, which don't get me wrong, I love, but I'm taking on a lot more of stuff that I was not interested in.
Yeah.
So even like the passion for photography kind of died down because I wasn't really doing stuff that I absolutely loved. And at the time also my social media was taking off. So now when COVID hit, was that 3 years ago, 2 years ago?
Yeah.
Photography stopped. Like we couldn't leave our apartments. Remember we were,
We're so grounded.
Yeah, and people didn't want to be around people. You're not allowed to leave your apartment. You're not allowed to go anywhere.
There even no weddings and all that,
Yeah, and there's no,
baby showers.
and on top of that, people are trying to save their business. There's no money for a photographer. This is not a profession that people need. It's something that, you want because you would like to have a photo in your house. It's not a necessity.
Like a luxury.
Yeah, so people didn't really need that, but people saw the need for advertising online. So my MamaOlive page started growing. And I was able to make money off doing things online without having to go anywhere.
Oh, that's when the boom happened because most businesses then
Moved
now
online,
understood
yeah.
the digital marketing.
Exactly,
Yeah.
at least in Kenya, you know?
Yeah.
I mean, social media was big everywhere else,
Everywhere
but in
else,
Kenya, they're like, wow, we can make a lot of money selling things online. So that's for me where my business grew on social media. So for me, I was like, wow, I have 2 kids now.
Yeah.
I'm able to do things while not having to move around or leave my kids. In fact, they can be in my content. I'm making money. So for me, that's why photography really took a backseat. Now I was able to focus things. I was able to be with my family, make content around me and my family. So it became easier for me to live that lifestyle than photography. But now it's still a passion of mine. I'm inspired by so many people online. And it's something that I want to work my way to getting back into. Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
I hope you've heard that right, brands. Make money. She said make money.
Yeah.
Yeah. One interesting thing I also noticed about what you put out there in your social media, especially with your journey, is that you talk about everything.
Yeah.
The good, the bright side of motherhood, the dark side as well.
Yeah.
Like you put everything, and you're not bringing half of yourself out there.
Yeah.
Like people need to know that, you see, and that's why you keep it so real with everything, with your work, and that's what people need to know. It's not that easy. People so people can even understand and also I'd say tolerate as well so much, and understand that they can put themselves in your shoes, you see, because if people just see half of you, they can't relate. You see, many people cannot relate, and people relate with you because it's all there. There's one time I saw you share so much, and you talk about how tasking it is, how striking a balance is, how overwhelming it is, and you open up, and that's why for me, it's not in my line of. When I'm on, let me be honest, when I'm on social media, I'm usually checking a lot of tech stuff. I'm checking a lot of, comedy and all that.
Yeah.
And when I'm seeing stuff in regards to, just making my life better, I find myself on your page because I see
I'm so glad.
It's not fake.
Yeah.
It's all real. It's all real.
Yeah.
That's what I love. And that's what I embrace.
Thank you.
It's so real.
Thank you.
And I'd actually, I'd even tell most of the gents, and you should actually stick around there, see how raising a family is like, it's as real as that.
Thank you for talking to the gents, because honestly, most of my following is women.
Yeah.
But I'd like to be able to apply to everybody.
Yeah. Now, to a second question, what was the first gadget you ever purchased with your own cash? Like you saved up for it, you put money on the side, skipped, even if it means skipping a meal, you just need to, you say I have to land. I have to land on this. I need to buy this. Yeah.
It was a macro lens, which I currently don't have. Which is, as I was telling you, some of my stuff got stolen. I was on an assignment.
Stolen.
It was my favorite lens.
Stolen here?
Yeah, here.
In Kenya.
I was on an assignment at the Polo Club, and somehow they got into my bag and took 4 lenses and a flash. And literally, I just opened my bag. I saw everything was gone. I closed and I just went home, and I was like, this shall never be talked about again. I just blocked it.
Did you try searching for them?
No, there were so many people. It's been blocked from my mind, but that was my favorite lens. That is something I spent a lot of, especially at that time, a lot of money trying to get. But I was really lucky because I went to school for photography, so a lot of my equipment was my grandma who passed away. That's okay. She really supported me in that journey, and she bought me a lot of equipment that I needed for school.
Oh, your grandmother?
Yeah. So now this was like what, 10 years ago? When was I in school? Yeah, a long time ago.
Yeah.
So she had bought me quite a bit of equipment that I needed at the time. So I was lucky that that was my intro into photography.
Okay.
Yeah.
But I still see you have some gear with you.
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of stuff that I still have to keep getting.
Place,
I mean, I have lights, I have studio equipment, I have a lot of stuff.
Okay.
So, but I mean, initially, when I was first starting out, I was lucky enough to, because I know like a lot of photographers are like saving up for time to be able to buy their first camera. I was lucky that my grandma was able to buy that for me. But having said that though, there's a lot of people on my page who feel like for some reason, a lot of the stuff is given to me, like even where I am and all of that stuff. I work for everything I have.
Yeah, I've seen that.
Yeah,
I know that.
The initial,
People do not know.
People don't know. Like a lot of people just make assumptions about me.
Yeah, true. Now, to inspiration, tech inspiration, who inspires you in the local scene? On the local scene and international scene?
So I know I know that question was coming, but there's two people at the moment that I'm really inspired by. And that would be Truthslinger, Mutua Madeka. And Danny.
Mutua is a legend. Mutua is a legend.
And I think both of their work on Instagram, every time I see like the passion that they create in just having their content up, what they actually create, the time they take to make their videos, just everything that they put out is just so quality. And for me, every time I see their work, I'm super. And Daniel, so a friend of mine, wait, let me get his Instagram page before every time.
Daniel,
Let me get his Instagram page because
he's a videographer, photographer.
He's a photographer.
Okay.
Yeah. So you see, I don't know how to pronounce his last name. That's the problem.
Okay.
Yeah.
I haven't seen his work. Daniel.
He's amazing. Like his photography. Anyway, just like the time he takes to put into his work is just really, fantastic. So every time I see it, I'm truly inspired.
So that's local. What about international?
But they're international.
Yeah.
They're international.
Oh, nice.
Like honestly,
Mutua Madeka, who I know of is international. True.
Their standards are
way up there. Way up there. And now, and I've even seen you he's cottoned also to the social media stuff.
But I like the way Mutua, even Danny, by the way, is now doing paid partnerships. And he's trying to balance that life. But you can see in the work that they do, it's very professional standard, So even the work that they're doing that's influencer work,
they still bring very part of the craft onto it.
Which is something that I really love.
So now, next purchase. What's going to be your next tech purchase to improve your craft?
You see,
since you want to come back, what would be your next?
Also, with that question, I really feel like you don't need to have all this different equipment to be able to be like the top for what I do. So I feel like it's about my eye, my vision. And I don't feel like I need to add anything right now. I think there's a path that there's too much pressure on people to have the latest this, the latest that. You need this lens. You can make so much work with what you have. And I feel like what I need is not tech based. It's just that inspiration, that job that comes through that's like, oh my God, I can't wait to do that shoot. And that's, I think, what I need.
With your bare arms.
Yeah, honestly. If it's just this camera and this lens only, I'll make it work. Best believe. So for me, I'm not really feeling like there's tech right now that I'm into. I'm looking for that passion, that inspiration to go out there and do something. And I really want to create my own work for now until that job comes in where I'm like, okay, this is where my path is heading. So I'm not looking for tech at the moment.
And true, because if you see some of the work, let me be honest, some of the work you've done then, and this is way back. Like if you compare to what I'm seeing now, there's so much that's, with technology, things keep on improving and all that. Then now very powerful mirrorless cameras that people have nowadays. And still people will have excuses. You'll always have excuses.
I'm using the same work that I did in university.
And
the
imagine,
same camera.
And I've seen, especially while I want people to visit your page after this. We'll put your links out there, we'll put your photos out there. I want them to see. One thing I noticed, you're such a cat fan.
Yeah,
You've
I
taken so
am.
many photos of
Of
cats,
yeah.
the leopards, cheetahs, all
Yeah.
that. And
That's true.
the attention, I don't know much about photography, I'll be honest. Even that's why my videographer is very keen. I'm sure he's very keen on what I'm about to say next. But art is art, and when you see a good thing,
Yeah.
like, yo, this is amazing work.
Thank
And
you.
I've even seen the maternity shoots you've done, even the location. I'm sure you've done with
Picking the location.
like even Afro Street's what do you call it?
Maternity shoot.
You picked that location.
Yeah,
Because I remember with our videography, you picked that location.
Yeah, and it's very similar vibes,
yeah, exactly,
right?
the vibes,
Yeah.
like the hair, everything.
Yeah.
She's a creative, and that's why I'm telling you, we'll have a sneak peek of around her house. We'll see so much art around, so many
My kids' art.
paintings, Yeah, so
Yeah.
and that's what I love, you're letting your kids explore things, things that maybe, I don't know, when you're young, did you get, but I can tell, from
I
your
got that,
got
but I
as
get
well,
that comment a lot on my social media. Like,
yeah.
I would never let my kids do that. And I'm like, but why not?
Yeah.
I don't have a problem in my house. I think the problem lies, like, where everyone wants your kids to behave in a certain way. And I'm like, in my house, they can behave a certain way and know that if they're going to Leon's house, they're not allowed to do certain things.
Yeah.
And that's, that's, not, I don't want to say obedient. That's a kid that still is listening to you, because at the end of the day, she's not being disobedient. In my house, certain things are allowed, whereas your house, it's not. So I think they just need to know that boundary. But here at home, of course, I want them to explore. I want them to be creative and like,
because you just don't know. In fact, I wish I had that, to be honest.
Yeah.
And I see that even if just coming in here today, and I see bits of that all the time, and you see they're not limited. They can they can do anything. It's not bad. It's not bad. Don't feel ashamed or bad being called what's this word people keep saying, a jack of all trades. No, that's how you get by. You see, you didn't know. I mean, you're studying, you're doing influence work, you're doing photography, just so much creativity stuff you're doing.
I also realize a lot of the things they're doing is not being naughty. They're curious. And like, there's a lot of things Olive wants to do. Like, she puts things in the microwave, and I got a lot of people like, why would you let your kids do that? I'm like, that's such a learning moment for her. Like, she's put gummy bears in the microwave. Now she's experimented with something that might be like later on sparking her chemistry. I don't know. She does so many weird things, and there are times I really want to say no, but I'm like, but why am I saying no? What is the reason? Like, she wants to pour, I don't know, salt with slime and something.
Even you may discover something by
exactly. We're all learning.
That's how it works. True.
And I always ask myself, why am I saying no to these things? Like, they want to play in muddy puddles. Why would you say no? Just because you don't want to have dirt in, like, I don't know. I just want them to be able to explore, and you never know what that's sparking in them, what that interest is sparking. Yeah.
True.
Yeah.
I don't know how you do this.
Okay.
How you pull it all off, all of this. How you the balance. Like one, you and who else? Georgie Ndirango as well.
Yeah.
You and Georgie, I don't know how you guys do this. It's like you guys, as in, you have the schedule. I don't know if you have a schedule. Although we did see a timetable over there.
Yeah, that's making life a lot easier, seeing things like visually.
But still, like, the time to, you see, I'm not doing much, to be honest.
Yeah.
But you and Georgie Ndirango, as you guys get to do so much in your day-to-day lives, I don't know how you do this, but it's like you guys have, I don't know if you watch this cartoon, Ben 10, and he had this watch of his, and for you guys, like, you have different characters, like maybe 10 characters, and you're like, bam, fitness, bam, creative, bam, dancer, bam, mom.
I love that.
For me, I have, if I had that watch, I'd have like maybe 2 characters, bam, Obizus. And what else? Memes. Bam, memes, Obizus. That's all. But for you guys, how do you do this? How do you have this balance?
I don't know.
How?
I genuinely don't know. Like,
how?
I
like
just,
you don't have 24 hours really?
I honestly don't know how, because I break down a lot, so I think I just reach points a lot, but just your kids keep you motivated. Like, for me, my kids keep me motivated. At the end of the day, even the fees that I have to pay for them will keep you on. Really, it's all the motivation you need.
That's what gets you up.
You literally can't do anything about it.
Responsibility. That's what gets you up. That's true.
Genuinely. But I don't know. Firstly, having things that I love doing. So I genuinely love waking up and creating content, or like,
How many hours do you sleep with it?
I don't. At the moment, I'm not sleeping because I have to breastfeed, and then like
before Nova, how many hours?
Let me tell you, I don't sleep much. Like, I haven't slept much in the last 6 years.
No.
But it's okay.
4 hours. How many hours?
Okay, like, let's say 5 hours.
5 hours. Huh?
Yeah.
Okay.
Which is pretty good. Like, but with her also, it's like 6 hours, but it's like every 2 hours I have to wake up.
So
to
how
feed
with
her.
her now? 6
Yeah,
hours?
every 6. I sleep for 6 hours, but it's like
Also now you're getting more rest because of
less rest. I have to wake up every 2 hours.
Every 2
So it's
hours.
6 hours, but like separate. Yeah. Yes.
Okay.
You know what I mean? So it's like I get 2 hours and then I have to wake up, breastfeed her. I'm awake for like 30, 40 minutes and another 2 hours. So yeah, it's interesting. But it's definitely lack of sleep has been something that's really affecting me as a person, as a mom.
How do you
Like I'm
compensate for
angry,
that,
I'm frustrated, I'm like
that's,
yeah, it's really affecting me, but it's a season. That's all I'm telling myself, and I'm trying to be positive, and I just know, like everything I'm doing is worth it. So it's at the end of the day, it's going to be
you've
okay.
seen it. You've raised 2 beautiful babies.
Thank
so,
you.
Yeah. So
We just keep pushing. They motivate me to keep going. But honestly, balance is something that I'm working really hard on. And like you're saying, fitness, that's the one thing in my life that is for me alone. Like I do for no one else. So that's something that's super important for me to make sure that I fit in my lifestyle.
now are you able to still do it?
So now I'm able to go back. I've just been given the clear because I had a C-section. So I had to wait some time.
You have to wait. Okay.
So I've been able to get back, but now they're on holiday. You see, they're on holiday. So I just find that if I don't start fitting that into my life, I just
lacking again.
Yeah, and it's good for me mentally, physically. It's just the one thing for me that makes me very happy. So, and then it's just about prioritizing. What's the most important thing that you need to do, and the other things. And what's the other thing that I do? It's what is it like? Cutting off expectations. When you have really a lot of expectations for a day, and things get in your way, you get frustrated, you get angry, you can't complete any tasks. I cut out some of the things that I need to do in a day so that I lower my expectations of the day so that I get to be able to do everything, spend time with my family, do the work I need to do without getting frustrated and angry and feeling like this. I'm overwhelmed.
Okay.
So yeah, those are a few of the things I do to like try and balance.
And for all of this, I'd say, not that I feel like this also has a huge part to play. What about like, your diet, for you being a mom, you still, with your craft and everything. Is there a special diet, like you guys have, is it?
No, I mean, I try and do my best to provide like, for me, it's balance, number one. Like, I just really don't believe in like cutting out anything or whatever like that. So I do my best to cook a lot of, lovely meals,
And she
wholesome
still cooks.
meals.
Has time to cook. Wow.
Yeah, I mean, I have to. My kids gotta eat, So I do my best to do that. But then there's also days of just like picking out crisps and chocolates and candies, and like I just do my best to balance it. And that's one thing I really try not to beat myself up on. Like I can't be the best at everything. My kids are happy, healthy, they're fed, they're clothed, they have a roof over their heads. It's fine. I can't beat myself up about being the perfect. Before I had kids, I told myself they're going to be eating home cooked, organic, I don't know, like pureed, like nothing stuff, from outside, no TV, I cut all of that because honestly, whatever can give me peace, I have to,
That's what life is about.
Yeah.
And one thing I also noticed with Tatiana, and I think maybe also that's what we could add on to. When you say balance, I realize like even with our work relationship, and you being my client as well. One thing I noticed with Tatiana is you have your boundaries set. She always has like she has her timelines when you can access her and when you can't access her. Like I know early in the morning you can't reach Tatiana. She has that's time to you and your kids.
Yeah, I'm taking my kids to school,
exactly.
whatever, getting ready.
Nova.
Yeah.
And even when we're working, like if it should do however urgent it is. I mean it's however urgent it is. If Tatiana is preparing what do you call it? If you're preparing your kids, like it's past 7 p.m. That's your time.
Not even 7, 5.
It's 5.
Like I feel like when people call me past 5, I'm like, what are you even doing?
It's so
Firstly,
weird.
even work hours, just generally, I feel like it's really disrespectful for somebody to be trying to reach anybody past 5. If it's urgent,
very urgent, just
like
leave a message
urgent,
talk in the morning.
exactly.
Just leave a message.
You could, because I just feel like that's somebody's time. Like they've worked all day, then you're trying to reach them after. Like just let people relax.
True.
But also now, it's also something that I've realized. It really frustrates me when people are trying to call me and I have kids. And also I'm a single mom on top of that. So, but any parent who has 2 parents and they're raising their kids, I mean, there's so much to be done at nighttime.
True.
They have to eat, they have to bath, they have to go to bed, they have to brush their teeth, there are books to be read, there's homework to be done. What are you, why are you trying to,
and you with your kid doing
why are you trying to have a conversation with me? And then also
you.
like you're saying in the morning, for me it's past 9 because I drop the kids to school by 8:30.
Okay.
So then like I need time to get wherever I'm going, whatever. And then feel free to call me. I know 9 is not like a working hour. It's probably like 8 or whatever. But for me, it's like I'm the one doing that in the morning. I don't have time to be spending on a phone call with anybody.
Yeah.
So yeah, I've just found it very important for me to.
I've seen that with you, and I see it work well because they need your attention at that time. You see, and I wish I had that, to be honest, because I haven't found that, that balance, switch, that balance, to be honest, because people still call me past this hours. I was even telling you that just right now. I'll give an example. Half of my clients are usually Nigerians. I don't want to use this stereotype, but I have most of my bros like just call me and tell me it's even 11 p.m. And it's 11 p.m. I'm getting this call. I have my partner in the house, and she's gotten accustomed to it. It's not that she likes it, but she's used to it nowadays. But it still gets on her nerves, to be honest. And I'm getting calls and messages, and someone's calling me at 11 p.m. And you think it could be urgent, fine. And I've always had that. It's like, oh, maybe at 11 p.m. maybe that's what my $1 million deal checking in and all that. But most of the time, somebody's calling you and is it, yo, does this charger work on something? And you're hearing music in the background, and you're like, somebody's just
at the club trying to get a charger for something.
or something that you can wait for till the next day. Like this could wait to your equipment. I'd like you to show us your current what you have with us here. I know this is not everything because I've seen most of your
studio setup.
I even saw one funny thing. There's a time Tatiana showed me the smoke. You had
machine,
smoke was like, okay, Tatiana, what are you doing with the smoke machine? Are you open? Do you have a club?
No, honestly, when I moved back,
yeah.
I bought everything that I needed for a studio because I'm like, I'm going to open up a studio. And I actually had a studio. I think for 1 month. I used it once and I was like, this is just nonsense. I don't, because I don't do that kind of photography anyway. I don't know what I was doing. I just felt the need to be like professional. I don't need it.
Most of the stuff is actually natural.
I love natural light. And even I like being on assignment out there, like doing, I don't know, Northern Rangeland Trust. That's one of my favorite shoots. So I'm not going to be carrying Northern Rangeland shoots. That was one of my favorite shoots that I've done. Northern Rangelands Trust, sorry, for them.
What happens there?
I was in the Northern Rangelands photographing a lot of stuff. Samburu, places like that. And I just feel like, I mean, you don't go with your studio stuff. You're on the ground. I like those kind of assignments. So, and even family shoots or weddings and stuff. Like we're not doing studio shoots.
I need to know all of that, like all the kind of shoots you do. So you said family stuff?
Family shoots, portraits, weddings, travel photography. I really love travel and like interiors and things like that. Like shooting, like if I'm going on holiday, I love like shooting that. And I used to love making travel series. I really hope to do that again.
I used to follow your trips to Lamas. I see. You go with two of your friends. Noni and,
okay, but that was more for fun. But like, I mean, but I would still make a travel series out of that.
Because even with your phone, that's what I was telling you, like, you're still not done with this photography thing. Come back,
I know. I want to do that all. And I think now you see that I have my third, I'm more confident in my kids are okay without me. I can go and do this. I can go and shoot that. And now also with social media, I have the opportunity to turn down things that I'm not passionate about and take on the jobs that I am. So I feel like even now with that, having that in mind with photography, I'm able to do things that I really love doing. So I'm excited to be back, know?
So you're back?
Yeah, I am back. I mean, I've been doing some shoots. I haven't done like big things, but I've been shooting. So it's good. Like I've been getting back into it, which has been really nice.
Hit me up. Tell me something.
Yeah. I'm always ready. Like whenever you have something, let me know. But yeah, this is just the stuff that I go around with that fits in my backpack, which is perfect.
Okay. Oh yeah, so you say there's a Canon.
My Canon 5DS.
Let me hold that for you.
Yeah, Canon 5DS.
Canon 5DS.
This is a 50 mm lens.
50 mm
it's
lens.
Sigma,
okay.
So we've got the 70-200. We've got this is called the pancake lens. It's a 40 millimeter. It's really good for portraits.
Tell us what's this? Okay, this first lens. What's it good for?
So it's just like a general. I would say it's general. Like it's really good for portraits as well, family shoots. Like I feel like it's quite a general lens. It doesn't zoom in or out, so it's like it's fixed.
It's fixed.
This is also fixed, but I really love this for portraits.
For portraits, Okay, 40 mm, huh?
Yeah.
Okay.
This is my 70-200. I really like this I like this for weddings a lot. At events. Because
this can't shoot animals?
I mean, you can shoot animals, and I have shot my animals on that.
Yeah.
But I would say that if you're going to if you're doing wildlife professionally, like 400, 800, like
400,
something like you need
more.
something.
Okay.
Yeah.
So it's 70 to 200,
Yeah,
yeah?
I
Good
really
for
like that
weddings,
for
huh?
weddings, events, things like that.
Okay.
Also places where like in a wedding and an event, you're not trying to be in the bride's face the whole time with your camera.
Camera,
so like I
camera,
can
yeah.
be like
Way at the back
I'm
end.
catching moments from far, and I really like that.
You've had this for long, huh?
Yeah, very long.
How long?
Like I mean, since I was in uni, so
Since uni, wow.
I don't even know how.
You
many.
keep your
Let's
stuff.
not talk about my age. Okay, and then this is an 85. Also, really love it for portraits. Really, really beautiful.
Oh,
for
this is also
portraits.
for portraits,
Yeah.
Say this is 85, huh?
Yeah. Yeah. Also, like when I'm on assignment outside, like
Yeah.
when I'm talking to you about like Samburu, this is really perfect because also I'm not so close to everything I'm doing, or if I'm in a classroom photographing kids, whatever, like I'm not in their face, so I'm able to use this and like be like at a distance and capture like everything that I need to capture. And then this is just like it's a tripod, but what I really love about this
For your
tripod,
vlogs?
yeah, I use it
I know
more
this
so for
gorilla. Something,
yeah, GorillaPod. So
GorillaPod.
it's great because it's like so what do you call it? Flexible. So like I can hang it off. Like if I can't find a place that's flat, for a regular tripod, I can like hang this off of anything. And this is like a heavy duty one. So this is also for my camera, but I also use it for obviously my phone, my vlog camera, whatever.
See.
So like I've literally hung it off of that railing before. You know,
That's
it's
really
just
flexible,
yeah.
Oh, cool.
Which
Cool.
is why I really like that, and
Joby
it's like
brand.
yeah,
Very cool, yeah.
nice to like just fit in your backpack.
Nice, nice.
Yeah.
We stock this, but it's my brother who knows about these details.
Yeah.
This guy,
They're just super handy to have.
yeah.
You know, like because you're going to go to play. Like I have my regular tripod, which is really great. But like if you're going to places where I don't know, you might need to have like a certain shot, you know, and you can't like put it down somewhere.
Man, I can't wait for you to be back. Like, we have a lot of work to do.
Thanks,
Us
I'm
as
excited.
Obizus, studio, everything. 100 up, we're ready to work. We're ready to work, you know. But so one thing I've noticed though is most of your stuff here. This is going to actually come down to our last question. I see most of your stuff. All this is Canon.
Yeah.
And you know, our videographer guy over there has a problem.
Oh.
Fujifilm, but he has a problem with
Canon.
with Canon. He always has something to say about Canon stuff. You know, Canon is okay, but I feel like, you know, he always has something to say about Canon. You know, that he feels like they're overpriced for what they offer. Yeah, and I think he always just falls in love. It's just the thing with these tech guys.
Yeah.
Even me as well, or my brother. We
Yeah.
all go through this. When we get to experience something,
Yeah.
anytime when in that phase we're using something,
Yeah.
we're like, oh, this is the best gadget, this is the
Yeah.
best thing we're using right now. Like you see, I'm for example, he the time he was using a Sony camera, he was praising Sony cameras. But now he just caught this Fujifilm, like, oh man, Fujifilm is just the best cameras in the world because they have so much to offer.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
he always has the, you know, the stats to back it up. Like he always
Yeah.
has the specs to prove, like, yeah, this is why it's better. That's the thing. But
Yeah.
I get him. I kind of get him. So you love Canon?
I mean, it's the brand that I started using. So
Oh, okay.
I mean,
Such
look,
a
I do
customer.
love Canon.
Yeah.
Canon, if you're watching this, hit me up.
Yeah. So now we have a small trivia for you on your preferences.
Okay.
Are you ready?
Yep.
Okay. So for your photography or influencer work,
Yes.
what do you prefer? Canon or Sony?
Canon.
You say Canon, yeah? Of course, because you used to it. Apps, YouTube or Instagram?
Instagram.
Yeah. You should-
Instagram for sure. I mean, I love working on Instagram. I know how to do it.
Yeah.
I would love to get onto YouTube.
YouTube. Do you have
and
a channel
my
on
own-
YouTube?
It's in the works, but again,
Yeah.
because you see, I love Instagram,
Yeah.
but I know YouTube could be a really great.
You've never had a YouTube channel?
I have in the past, but I am not a video editor,
You're not a video-
as I was telling you guys. So like, just getting those things out there is my issue. But having the content, I have the content. You know, like I have all the videos and everything. Just putting it together.
So for now it's
anyway, for now it's Instagram. Yeah, but I just know YouTube could be really. Sorry, that's my daughter in the background. Yeah, YouTube could be. And anyway, Instagram. Let me just stay loyal. Instagram. Yeah.
Instagram has done you justice.
Yeah,
right?
Instagram has done me very well. So
Can you live without an Apple Watch or
100%.
AirPods?
100%. Oh, I have to
No,
choose
but
which
yeah,
one I
choose
can.
between, what can you live without? Like, what can
Both.
you live without?
Both.
No, you have to choose. Huh? Between AirPods or not?
AirPods. I can live without AirPods.
You can live without AirPods.
Yeah.
You sure?
Yeah.
Think about this.
Yeah, I definitely keep the watch because I like tracking my
Tracking
steps.
features, huh?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
I really like tracking my steps. And I know like Apple Watch, like there's so much cool stuff you could do with it, right? Like you can get your messages. I mean, all that stuff that I can't do with this one. So yeah, I'd rather live with that than, yeah.
Okay. Before a photo shoot, would you rather have tea, coffee, or juice?
Coffee.
Coffee?
Yeah.
Okay, good. While you're editing your videos,
Yeah.
it's a very tricky question. While you're editing your videos,
Yeah.
would you rather be listening to Sauti Soul or just a band?
Wow, just a band.
Just a band. Oh, bien, no.
I feel like I really don't want this to go out. I don't want this to go.
I mean, it's just to be honest. You're keeping it, but
I love them.
You
both.
love them both.
I love them both.
But
And there's
while
just
you
something
edit-
super quirky about just a band that I really love.
Yeah. You know they're back, huh?
No, I didn't.
You didn't
Okay,
know?
no.
They're back. They're getting back. Yeah,
Cool.
they're back.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're back.
But to be honest, those are the two people that I
Yeah.
used to listen to. Like, you know, when you're abroad and you're like, "Oh, this is the music from back home, and you're so proud of it.
Yeah.
Yeah, those are the two people. Those are the
people,
two,
yeah?
like,
Okay.
yeah.
But if I want to ask you one. This is a person. How can you speak Swahili, Tatiana? I want to
Why are you asking me such
ask.
things?
Off the camera.
Why are you asking me on
Off camera. Okay.
on the videos?
Okay, off
Why are you
camera.
asking? Yeah, off camera.
Okay, so you don't.
No.
No.
Okay, let's move on. Let's
Okay.
move on.
So, what about? Okay, last. This is the last one. With all that's going on right now, there's it's election period.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
I'm not asking you who you're voting for.
Okay.
I mean, we have three main guys right now. We have Ruto, Raila, and Wajakoya. And one thing I do know, you are partly Ethiopian. Yeah. So, as in, it has nothing to do with Wajakoya, Haile Selassie and all that. No, but what I want to know is this, huh? It's not about them.
Okay.
If it was you,
Yes.
we have Ruto, we have Raila,
Yes.
and we have Wajakoya.
Uh-huh.
You, if you're the fourth person who's also running for president,
Yeah.
what would you do different?
Oh my gosh.
That's
You
all.
know what?
Yeah.
I genuinely, firstly, the only thing, oh no, what I was going to say, I really feel like I can't say on,
Yeah.
I really feel like I can't say what I'm going to say, what I want to say.
So whatever you're going to say is going to be politically correct right now. It's not good. It's
Yeah,
not good
because what
you
if
actually
somebody
want to say.
sees this and then I'm like put in jail? Like, who knows?
Oh,
I feel like there are some certain things that happen in this country
yeah.
that I would not take part in. Now I'm just going to leave it at that. I don't know how to expand on that in this thing.
But what would you do different? Like, you
Can I just say, like, one thing that I've thought about is
Yeah, what do you-
we have so many things that we're, like, there's so many things that we can say that is going wrong in government. And I really understand, like, there are a lot that is. I also just feel like it's such a difficult thing. Like, me running this household of 3 people is incredibly difficult. So I can imagine running a country is also...
May I ask you because you oh, sorry.
Sorry.
Nova. I'll ask you this because like I've called you. You're a superwoman.
Yeah.
I see you do so much. Balance
Yeah.
all this out. I feel like you are what you are the description of what it takes to run a country. You see,
I honestly, that's what I'm saying. Like,
I'd like to know.
I feel like there's
Yeah.
so many criticisms I could give, but I know that running a country must be absolute chaos. And I
Chaos,
just
yeah.
don't even, I can understand how some things don't go correct. I don't know, go wrong, or I don't know how to say. You see, the thing that I would want to say is that that's what I feel like. I mean, I personally, the way I've been raised.
Ooh, Nova.
Sorry.
Ooh. So yeah, show some of your stuff, Tatiana.
Okay, basically, this is just family photos of the food, on holiday. Sorry.
So, Tatiana, thank you so much for having us.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you for the hospitality. We totally enjoyed this. Thank you for having us, Nova.
Thank you.
So, that's it for today's show. And stay tuned to the next show. We'll have something about the M2. MacBook Air M2, you know. I know that's what you've been waiting for. Anyway, thank you so much, Tatiana.
Welcome, Leon.
It was lovely. And I hope we'll get to see more of this.
100%. It's my passion. So.
You promise?
Yeah,
Remember,
100%.
Tatiana is back.
100%.
Unbox Tech Banter Bros. Fist bump. That's a promise.